Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day here in Florida. No, it's rainy. That's okay. We need it. As promised in a previous episode, I'm going to cover the 59 Caddy that we basically fell into. It is not perfect by far, but it is all original for the most part. There's been a while back an interior upgrade on it at the time. Nothing real fancy, just different. But it's still along the lines of original. The car was out of the factory sunflower gold, but when it needed a paint job, the previous owner decided to go with the Cadillac teal and white, which is all 59 colors, and it's the exact blend that Cadillac would have put on the car. And I'll explain how we know that here shortly. But anyways, the 59 Caddy was originally bought by the family that established the Gravely business here in Manatee County in 1957. In 1959, the story is they went to Miami, bought the Cadillac brand new, and brought it home. Some years down the road, the previous owner that I bought it from bought it. He's a retired high school teacher from Palmetto High, and this was his daily driver for a long time while he was doing teacher things at Palmetto High. And at some point in time, he retired, and then this just kind of become a runaround car. So there's another vehicle that when whoever, it just happened to be us, bought this car, they also needed to take a 54 Pontiac Star Chief, which we will cover that in another video as well. And that's got a cool story behind it as well. But anywho, we ended up with the Cadillac. I don't think he would have just sold it to anybody, but we spent a few hours getting to know him. We took our 67 Mustang over just to, show, hey, we don't flip cars. We actually have a very large passion for them, and we keep them for a long time in most cases. Sometimes not, but the intention was to buy it as a preservation. It's so cool. I've never had a 50s car. I owned a 37 Dodge Street Rod, a 78 El Camino Hot Rod, 84 BMW 7 Series, oh golly, a few other cars, but those are the noteworthy ones, and never had a 50s car. Of course, I had the muscle car, 60s muscle car. Anywho, so it was a great opportunity. The price was extremely right, and so we got a hold of it, and it's just so cool. It comes with the original paperwork. It comes with a 1959 15 Manatee County plate, which is right here on the front, and I'll kind of explain probably at some point in time why they're not registered on the card. That's a whole nother story. It's the times we live in, unfortunately. But anyways, it has the service manual for the complete car. It also has the paint codes and interior codes for all the colors that would be inside and out. So it comes with some really cool stuff. Photos of the car from way back in the day. Documentation of everything that's been done to the car. So this car has a pedigree, a complete pedigree. So, and I even have service pins from the lady who owned the 54 Pontiac, the service pins from her grandfather when he was on the design team for Cadillac. How freaking cool is that? So I also have his 4 service pins from when he was with Caddy for so many years. So anyways, without further ado, we'll take a look at some stuff around the car here, interior, power barn, and a few other things. All right, so here we are touring the 59 Caddy De Ville. So it is a 4-door hardtop, flat top model with those iconic fins on the rear. You might notice I have duct tape around some of the windows on both sides. Don't laugh, don't judge me. The car leaks, okay? It's a bathtub. I'm doing my best to keep the water from coming in some of the obvious spots there and getting into the interior. I do have a air quotations rain-proof car cover that after it sat out here in the rain when it was driving, actually, it became non-rain proof within a couple months, and it was dumping water in even with the car cover on it. So I've yet to figure that out. Anyways, look at those iconic fins. This car is got a lot of mechanical and body work that probably needs to be done on it. Mechanical work is what I'm focused on. I plan on keeping this car as original as I possibly can. Yes, I've toyed with upgrades. Turbo 400 trans, yeah, good luck finding that. 700 R4 trans, probably not really feasible to mate against the big block 390. Even thought about an LS swap, but I don't have the budget for that, and I'd like to keep this as clean as possible. So anyways, yes, eventually I will be addressing the leaks in the car, but again, there is so much that has to be done to this car. When we got it running, we were able to get it tuned, fixed a lot of leaks on the car, and I mean a lot of leaks. I mean like EPA was following me, taking notes kind of leaks. We were able to arrest most of that and get it pretty much in driving order. We thought we were moving on to suspension work and some other things, and possibly resealing the windows and the doors during the dry months, and that never happened. I'll explain more as we move along. So here she is, folks, the famed 390 big block that came in these cars as a standard option. And this actually runs fairly decent. It's got a lot of miles on it. It's got about 120,000 miles on the engine. And most of the driveline, I would suspect. But it actually runs pretty good. It still wants to leak around the back end of the valve cover here. Even though we've resealed them and we've even tapped them down and flattened out the edges, it just remains a problem. So it likes to get down there on the manifold and smoke a little bit. But she'll cruise along when she's running real good. And the motor runs. I'm not going to fire it up because actually I haven't run it in a couple weeks, and I always have to prime it and stuff, and with the weather today I'm just not going to spend the time. But the motor does run. That's not the issue. Transmission gave out on us on the way to work one day. Yes, this was my daily driver for a little while. Had been for almost a year when the trans went out. I've been doing some research on it, and I'm going to try to actually rebuild it or replace it myself. Quantify that by saying I have another 390 big block and hydromatic transmission out of another Caddy that came with this. Rear end, gas tank, every part. Let's throw away the body and frame, wheels and tires. I got it for the car. Everything in duplication. So anyways, we will be working on that. But there she is, the big block. So it's raining again, but there's the interior. I'm not opening the car because for obvious reasons, you know, water prevention. Anyways, but there's the seats. It used to have the yellow interior with the slick tapestry. I don't even know what they call that. But anyways, the previous owner had a furniture shop redo the seats. And so yeah, the springs and stuff needs to be redone. Door panels, they all need to be redone. But and that will be addressed. I do plan on redoing the interior after we get through all of the mechanicals, but for now it's all focused on mechanicals. So just for context, here's the other transmission. This is the other hydromatic. Current plan is to get this up on the engine stand. I'll be doing a video when we work on this. Pop the pan, see how much of a catastrophe this one is. But if it looks decent, we're going to reseal it, front rear seal, hand seal, and we're gonna roll the dice, slam that bad boy into the car, and just see if we can get it to drive. Why? Because that Mercury is now my daily driver, not the Caddy. So it just needs to go to car shows now. It doesn't need to be on the road 24/7. So we're gonna see if we can get this behind the 390 and make it work. So there you have it. There's the quick recap or cover on the 59 Caddy. And I just realized that a lot of you are already snickering to yourself because I have a Ford Racing Built Tough shirt on talking about a GM. I am a Ford guy. I love my Mustangs, but I love them all. I'm really more of a hot rod enthusiast, to be honest with you. But, you know, love them all. I'd probably have one of every model if I could afford it. But anyways, just I wanted to acknowledge the irony here. Anyway, so that was a brief recap on the Caddy. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be future episodes on working on this. I have some other pictures and stuff that I had taken before I started doing the YouTube channel during some other maintenance and some stuff that we were doing to it, so I'll probably make a short clip for that. And we will definitely be videoing work moving forward on the car. Don't fret. It has sat, yes, for a while. The poor car probably has deteriorated a little more now. I have a power steering pump problem that I didn't have before. We fixed a cooling issue on it that now seems to have reappeared since it's been sitting. So there is a little bit of backtrack that's going to have to go along here, but I am just where I'm that close to where I'm satisfied with the Mustang, and we will be working on that, and that will be my next project. Once we get this up and running, it doesn't even have to be safe at this point, but there's a lot of suspension work needs to have attention, and I'll go over the stuff that's been done to it in another video. But if we can get this one up and we can at least drive it a few miles down the road to some car shows, then we will turn our attention to the 54 Star Chief, and that will be another cover here in another video. So again, thank you guys for watching, thank you for following me, and I hope that you enjoy the content. Let me know what content you would like to see. We also include classic finds when we can, just classic cars in the wild that we run across. So we do car show coverage. We're also going to start doing some interviews too, not only for people that are in the car culture making it happen, but also those of the car owners going out. But what kind of content do you want to see? Do you want to see more of the how-tos, mechanical and stuff? Would you rather see more car shows? Would you rather see more classic finds? Let me know what interests you guys have, and I'll try my best to include that in the content on this channel. Have a blessed day. See you on the streets.